Danny. He's this random dude who loves physics, beans, and milk. And making games.
Why you don't try make a 3D game? Or you can't do that?
I mean, what can I say? He's got great taste. But there's one teeny tiny problem. He hasn't uploaded on his main channel in almost 5 years. He is still alive, I think. He apparently just got overwhelmed by the community asking for Carlson devlogs.
Because I'm getting a lot of angry emails and a lot of angry people coming after me because I'm not making devlogs.
Oh, you don't know what Carlson is? Oh, it's just a little game Danny's been working on. Anyways, I make games, so I thought, hey, maybe if I make a game Danny would like, maybe he'll come back. So I did. If I wanted to make a game that Danny would like, I should just tap into his brain, maybe find a thing or two in there. I wanted to make a game exactly how Danny would. So I watched a whole bunch of his videos for inspiration and I ended up with a decent list. But one thing was on my mind the whole time. Danny makes his games using Unity, which is one of the most popular game engines, and I don't know how to use Unity. I do know how to use Godot though. If I can put in a bean, it's practically the same thing. So my idea for this game would be that you play as a blue bean and all the red beans are taking over the universe's supply of milk. And I think that's much more evil than taking over the universe. The first thing I needed was a bean, which was easy. But this bean needs to move. So with a bunch of words and numbers, the bean can walk. But this bean doesn't have legs, so it's not supposed to walk. It's supposed to roll. Rolling needs physics, and character bodies, which is the player, means physics are no. So I need a rigid body, which means physics are yes. And I got this. What on earth? Why is it moving like that? Anyway, I'll fix that later. One thing Danny and I have in common is that if there's physics, we go yes. So I added a bunch of boxes for the bean to smash into, and okay, now the bean smashes through. Still no. Maybe if I go a little faster. Ah, yes, this should work. No, it doesn't. I phased through the wall. How does... There we go. Good enough. Definitely did not take an hour to knock over some boxes with a bean. Now, if there's anything I know about beans, it's that they jump. So I added that. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the bean to ascend into who knows where. After a few tweaks, here's how it turned out. It's not perfect, but it'll get the job done. So since this game is about being a bean in a bean universe, I want it to take place on an alien planet and be kind of a space-themed game. So I found a few textures on cc0textures.com, which, fun fact, is the same website Danny uses for most of the textures in his 3D games like his Among Us remake. After polishing up the level, this game is starting to take shape. There's just something that's been bothering me. If you've ever seen a bean, you'd know that this isn't actually a bean. It's a capsule. A bean is more macaroni shaped, like a very flat letter U. So I booted up Blender, found a tutorial, and got to work. Okay, let's upload it to Godot, and this is not a bean. What is going on? It turns out I just had to convert this into a mesh. Yeah, that's it. I know, a crazy solution that totally did not take me 30 minutes to find, am I right? If there's one thing I love in games, it's little secrets or Easter eggs referencing something behind the game's lore or other creators, like that one tribute to MatPat when he retired in Poppy Playtime. What better Easter egg to put in a game than Carlson Vibe? It's obviously the greatest music video of all time, which only epic gamers would know. Also, milk. Yeah. Milk is this game's main collectible, so I added a floating milk similar to the milk in Carlson. Oh, you don't know what Carlson is? Oh, it's just a little game Danny's been working. Also, milk goes splash. I did this using Godot's particle system, a decent particle system for creating particles in Godot. Finally, I added a tutorial for the game, and there we go. That's everything I wanted to implement into this game for now, which I want to call the game Bean Battle. I don't want to spoil too much in these devlogs, so I'll try to make sure that you guys know what I'm making without me telling the whole story. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video through until the end. I'll try to keep up with the devlogs for this game. And Danny, if you're watching this, milk. Anyways, in the words of Danny, I think, drink milk, and drink milk.